Mr. Qaba, thank you very much for your time. How will government's decision on Nelson Mandela Bay affect tourism in the province?
Good morning, Masego. It had actually created a lot of problems for the city. After the announcement by the president and being tagged as the COVID-19 hotspot, that has created a lot of damage in terms of our brand and in terms of the number of visitors into the city, because we have started to see a lot of cancellations at around about 25% to date. So, yes, it has seriously affected the tourism industry.
I was going to ask you if you're expecting tourists anyway, or maybe residents of Nelson Mandela Bay and other surrounding areas in Port Elizabeth are opting to leave that province to come to other provinces where there's less strict measures.
Look, we were expecting a number of tourists. We started at a low base of around about 35%, which is lower as compared with the last year, which was 2019. But we had our hopes that as from the 16th at least, the numbers were going to go up. However, now with the pronunciation and the stricter restrictions that has been imposed to our city, our hopes are dashed, let me be honest. However, we're still punting and pushing to ensure that at least we do position our city as a safe holiday city, but also as a caring holiday city. So we're still optimistic that at least we might be able to still get the numbers coming to the city. However, I think what we need to do is to give clarity, because our city at the end of the day is one of those cities that has got uncrowded beaches, but also, you know, a wide open spaces where at least there is a lot of social distancing. So we are still hoping and will still be pushing so that at least we can give clarity to the visitors alike.
Well, so many cancellations, like you said, in the answer to my first question. Now, although exempt from the stricter lockdown measures for now, Sarah Baartman's district and garden route were also announced as a danger. What is your appeal to residents? Because having this happen there also has a lot to do with behavior.
I didn't get that one, Masego, sorry. Can you repeat?
What is your appeal to residents across the Eastern Cape province, particularly, for instance, as the Sarah Baartman district and the garden route were also said by the president to be a concern, right? So what is your appeal to residents in the Eastern Cape across the entire province? Because a lot of this is because of behavior.
No, we do appeal to the residents to really comply with the COVID-19, you know, regulations in particular, because we are in this mess as a result of people not complying. However, I must say that in the city, the executive mayor has already taken steps with law enforcement agencies to ensure that the businesses and the residents alike are at least complying. So we do appeal to the community at large to ensure that at least they do comply so that we can get out of this mess that we find ourselves in.
I think people are fatigued, DG, by the word of wear a mask, social distance, sanitize your hands. People want to now hug each other. They don't want to wear masks anymore. Maybe we should change our strategy in what it is that we communicate to people?
Look, there is a lot of awareness that must still be done, especially around the townships. But this message has been out there for quite some time now. This is not the first time that we are getting into, you know, and getting into this position where there are restrictions. The message has been out there. However, the people are just ignorant. So as the city will have to ensure that at least we start with the education and the awareness campaigns so that the people can actually understand the impact of their behavior into the economy, into the jobs, and into the lives of the people and their own families.
All right, DG, just my last question then. Which parts of the tourism sector are really affected? The sector or the part of the tourism sector that is hardest hit is the accommodation sector,
because we always look at the number of people that are staying overnight into the city. So the hotel industry, the guest houses and the B&Bs are the ones that are most affected, with a number of cancellations that are coming in now on a low base that we started from.
But you have to understand why people are cancelling. After hearing the president say that, you know, Nelson Mandela Bay is a concern and other areas surrounding it in Port Elizabeth, people probably thought, you know what, let me stay put. Even
Look,
people
we
who
do
live
understand.
there,
We do understand people.
even for instance, people who are from there
Yes,
and are in other provinces, they probably are opting not to even see family.
Yes, Maseko, we do understand the cancellations, and we can't blame the people. And yes, and we are correct, because remember, the city, again, during the summer season, it gets a lot of visitors, do what we call the VFR, people that are visiting friends and families. So people that, most of the people or the laborers that are outside the province, or people working outside the province, they normally do come home during this particular season. However, I don't foresee that happening, because most of the people would rather stay away based on the fears. Hence, I said that our message is going to be out there so that we provide clarity, so that we ensure that, again, we are a safe holiday destination or city.
Well, thank you very much for your time. That is Anele Qaba, the Director of Economic Development and Tourism in the Eastern Cape.